When you're playing Counter-Strike, there are main guns that you should be using. You can go into your weapons, you see a bunch of pistols here, you see a bunch of shotguns, and Negev M249, SMG, and the round that you're playing matters on what weapon you pick. There are certain weapons that you always want to pick. You're going to be buying the AK-47 or the M4, depending on which side you are. Or if you are an opper, you could buy the op on this round. You generally should not buy any kind of M4 AK op in the first 3 rounds of the game. You should just be saving your money. First round, what you'll want to buy is armor. You will not have head armor, just body armor, because that's all you can afford. Second round, what you'll want to buy, if you win the round, you'll buy an SMG. I generally will say go with the MP9 or a MAC-10 if you're on terrorist side, and buy head armor on the second round if you won the first round. There are some differences in the weapons that are available. Generally, you will want to buy an M4A4 or the op, depending on your skill level. So generally, just go for the M4A4 on CT side if you have the money to buy. On terrorist, you should wait until the 4th round to save the first 3 rounds. Stick with your Glock for first round, just buy your body armor. On second round, if you've won first round, same idea as CT side, buy an SMG, the MAC-10, basically equivalent to the CT MP9. AK-47s are cheaper than the M4, 2,700 versus 3,100. If your team is wanting to, you could buy on the 3rd round. If you're not buying an AK-47 and you have the money for it, obviously there's a big price difference between 2,700 and 4,750, but the op is a good option for a sniper. So you could buy that or the AK. And I recommend just starting with the AK-47. Those are the primary weapons that you'll be using on terrorist side when you have the money to buy a weapon. When you're playing Counter-Strike, there are certain weapons you just should not buy for a while. They could be fun, you know, in certain aspects, but you don't ever want to buy any of the shotguns, really. The shotguns aren't that great unless you know what you're doing and you've been playing the game for a little while. You know how to aim, know how to position yourself to actually shoot them. Because the short range of the shotguns makes it so you have to be super close to actually do any damage. Negev, it's a really difficult gun to control the recoil on. M249, same thing. Plus it's very, very expensive. SMGs, MP7's cool, 45 is cool. You can use any 3 of these. P90 is a very fast shooter, does a little bit of damage. It's a decent gun too. PP Bison, it's pretty cheap. That will take a very specific set of skills, but I would just recommend MP9. It's the cheapest. Rifles, SSG-08, a lot of people call it the Scout. Only buy that if you are very good with a sniper. It does not do one shot kill like the op does. Scar 20, very, very expensive. Good gun, not the greatest gun. Shoots very fast, does a lot of damage, but it's kind of a hard gun to use. AUG, also a difficult gun to use. You should always buy Kevlar and helmet if possible. And if you're on CT side, you should always buy a diffuse kit. Never buy the SIS, never. Just don't do it. Let's say you have your armor, which is shown right here. Your health is shown here. Armor is 100. I generally will not buy new armor until this is about 70 or lower.